In today's video, we'll be going over the dry fire simulators. What is good for what I want to do, or what you want to do. This is, for the last 2 years, I've been posting out different simulators and showing reviews on them and showing them in action. And I know it could be a difficult journey to try and figure out, okay, I'm looking to be better in this, what is out there? And then there are just tons of different options out there. And we're going to go over that to help maybe narrow it down for you. And a 4-part video series broken up into different sections, which we'll get into later. So basically, yeah, I shouldn't have Googled that. Because once you do, then there's just so many options out there that comes out. Sometimes it just become completely overwhelming. And, some of this stuff is not cheap. It's sometimes it's hard to justify. Yeah, I want to pay $400, $1,000 for this package, and unless you're like 100% real serious and you're going to be going into it and using it, your dry fire practice, you want to improve your current dry fire practice, make it more interesting, then it's worth it. If you're going to be practicing every day, sometimes the same drill gets boring and you need to spice it up a little bit, and these help. So if you do it 4 or 5 times a week, then you're saving a lot of money overall from the live fire doing the same thing, even with 100, 200 rounds. So in time, it does pay off, and you do notice a difference by dry firing more and having more challenges in your dry fire sessions. So when you Google it, or when I Googled it, a lot of things came up. There's iDryFire. They have the regular and the pro. It comes with the software and a camera, so that's kind of helpful. It has the same package. You can just hook up to your computer, run with it. iMarksman, they have the same ordeal. They're also part of iDryFire, so they have packages with camera and the software that you buy, or if you already have the camera system, then you just buy the software, which save a couple $100 on that as well. They do have a number of stuff out there for competition and games. Dry Fire Online, it's pretty much all browser based, so you can set up stages, use their stages, or set up some of your own. It uses your phone, your Android or iPhone. Has a little app on there that will allow you to use that as your camera to capture where the laser is going at. Shooting Soft, they have a number of ones for games, for personal protection, and for competition shooter. Their packages also have the ability to work with a new camera, or one of their cameras, or another camera with use of their detection software. It can get pretty detailed on that, but they also have a good number of products out there. Point Blank Simulator, I was not able to test this one out. It's also subscription based. Dry Fire Online reached out to me. They said, hey, try us out, sort of thing. So I've been trying them out and posting stuff about them. Point Blank Simulator, I didn't feel like going into subscription, so I didn't get myself involved in that one. Mantis had some, but I already had some stuff that was kind of similar to it with the iDryFire stuff, so I didn't get into that as well. Laser Ammo has a number of different stuff. First thing you got to really purchase is the Smokeless range, which is the main application to their whole suite of things. And the Smokeless range also comes with a camera, and you can calibrate your camera through that same software package, and then the rest of these options are available. If you install it on your machine, then they are available to select from the main menu. Smokeless range itself comes with a set of games and marksmanship stuff on its own, and then you can start adding in extra stuff to help with Steel Challenge or IPSC or /USPSA, or their M range, which is kind of more of a instructor kind of course. From what I've tried out and Red. I don't own that one. Open Range, they're fast draw. They have video scenario, tactical targets, game, range alpha, and Western shooter. So like I said, what we will go over is the ones I have access to. So there'll be the iDriveFire regular, iMarksman, Fast Draw, their game pack, and their Scholastic Action Shooting program. DriveFire Online, Shooting Soft Pro Target Constructor, Pro Tactical Constructor, their basic games and their games under fire. We'll not be going over Point Blank Simulator or Mantis. With laser ammo, we'll be going over their smokeless range. Steel Challenge, IPSC, their open range, and that's about the only ones I have of their stuff right now. So some of the categories that are going to be broken down to is, what most people are looking for, or even what I was looking for, is the ability to play some games, have some fun with the dry fire, improve my trigger finger and coordination. Improve marksmanships on static targets and even moving targets. Practice and improve on for my competitions. And personal security, especially nowadays, is a big concern on everyone. Some of this stuff can also be very handy if you want to train other people, and if you're in a security firm, you want to help training with other people. You could set up a lot of this stuff in a separate room in your office and just practice. Also, if you're military, law enforcement, some of this stuff might come in handy. Or if you're just a armed citizen that's just looking to make sure you can perform under fire, based different scenarios that pop out that you can perform under fire, and at least try and help you train for that situation. So like I said earlier, we will be breaking a lot of this stuff down into 4 separate videos, because these are going to be a little bit long, and don't want to waste an hour or plus of your time if that's what it comes out to in the end on all these things. So we're going to break it down and release them separately. First one will be about games. The next one will be about marksmanship. The third one will be about competition, and the last one will be about personal security. Talking about the other points, basically took about 8 minutes so far. So as you can see, it's best to break this stuff up, and I will try and post them out pretty close together, so you can at least view this one day, next day, and see what games is about. Or if you're not really caring about the games, and you can go to marksmanship or whatever category that ends up being released, you can watch when it releases. So stay tuned, and we'll release the rest of these videos.